And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, how are we doing? It is another episode of Turtles and Tea. So you now know what that means. We break down all of the latest toy news in the world of Turtles. Like, not just NECA, Super 7 and Loyal Subjects and anyone else who wants to make some Turtle stuff. We will talk about it right here. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's been a few reveals this weekend. So I cannot sit here and talk about on my own. Let me bring in the co-host of Turtles and Tea. It is the Super Turk himself, Super Turk 5000. Tanner. How are you doing, Tanner?
I'm all right. I'm feeling really weird doing this on a Sunday as opposed to a Tuesday.
yeah, it's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
you're on your expecting.
You're on your holidays. You're on your holidays. We had to.
I am. Yeah. I fly off tomorrow morning. Getting picked up from my home 7:30 in the morning. So, it's either do it now or do it while I'm on holiday, which. Ironically, I don't want to do.
Exactly. No, of course. I wouldn't want you to either, honestly. Holidays for switching off. But let's not switch off now because there is so much toy news to talk about. So, of course, for people in the chat, we appreciate you. And if you didn't know, I'm sure you do if you're watching this. This week was San Diego Comic-Con. For the very first time since 2019, there was an actual in-person convention. So that means all the brands had their little booths with all their secret reveals all piled up, especially NECA. Like, NECA had a lot of Turtle stuff, so the majority of this is going to be NECA reveals, which I'm not mad at because they literally are going down so many avenues now with the cartoons and the movies and Mirage and Archie. Like, so much Turtle news to break down and talk about it. And you know me and Tanner, we love Turtle news, so we just talk toys, if you will. So we had to jump on and talk some toys. So as we let people roll in here, I do want to say hello to the chat and do some housekeeping. So first and foremost, people, you know the score. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you press that subscribe button. Here we like to talk about lots of things. Today we are talking some Turtles, but catch me every week on the Dan Who live stream, talking all things in the Marvel Legends world, and then Legends and Liquor every other Sunday with the usual suspects. Then shout out Tom and Mark. We do Joe's and Juice. Hopefully we'll be talking about that Serpentor very, very soon. Hopefully this week. So check out the next episode of Joe's and Juice when that drops. But today is, of course, me and the Super Turk talking some turtles. If you want to contribute to today's show and be a part of it, get your comments heard and read out loud by a talking robot, then you can do so. Anything over £4 or $4, we appreciate you. Be a part of today's stream. And then, of course, hit that join button. Be a part of the community that we're building here. We appreciate you. Right, okay. Back to San Diego Comic-Con. So, before we actually break down the turtle news for a second, like, what were your? Did you have high expectations for San Diego? Like, what were you wanting to see? Like, what were your sort of baseline sort of expectations?
To be honest with you, with regards to San Diego, I did not expect NECA to come out with as much as we have been given. It was looking at the pictures of their booth, felt like a little treasure trove. It's sort of like, oh my god, this, oh my god, that, oh my god, this.
Yeah.
A lot of subjects had a couple of things. Again, I'm not in that line, but it's nice to see new stuff. It's nice to see lines growing. And the Super 7, I mean, the only Turtles thing they had on there was what they had out or pre-order already. So it's a case of, I kind of expected maybe another wave from them.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with what we're given. I'm very happy with what they're given in the toy news, the comics news as well. The comics panel was yesterday, and there was so much good stuff coming out of there as well.
We get so excited for toy news that we forget it's actually called Comic Con, and it started off as a convention selling comics. So, like, yes, lots of comic news, loads of like movie news as well. Marvel did their panel last night as well. But for us, for me personally, I get really excited about the toy reveals. That is the thing I get excited for, and I'm always surprised that NECA, considering they have so many reveals and they have such a presence there, like they were one of the only sort of brands that actually had like physical exclusive there. Like I think Mattel did, Hasbro didn't. They just gave you a QR code for a pre-order. But NECA actually had a turtle pre-order that thankfully we got about a month ago, didn't we? It should get shipped now. San Diego's over, which I'm excited about. The pre-mutation pack, I think it was called.
Yeah. And what they were doing as well is throughout the weekend, if you were following their Instagram lives, getting their notifications, every so often they were going live with flash sales of the SDCC exclusives. So for like 10-minute slots, you can sign on online and pick something up from there. Nice. So I'm guessing they were very well stocked for their exclusives.
Yeah, good, because some of their exclusives were great. I went for the turtle one, and I went for Greta the Gremlin as well. But Amanda ain't going to be happy about that. So, okay, let's say hello to the chat, and then we'll start breaking down the news, because as I said, we're just going to go through some pictures and just sort of pick out all the Easter eggs and spot the new reveals and all of that good stuff, all right? So first, let's say hello to the chat. So if you're in the chat, say hello, make yourself known. Today, as I said, sort of spontaneous. Only a few people know we were going live today in replace of Legends and Liquor to talk turtles. So if you are here watching live, we appreciate you. If you're watching us after the fact on the replay, please let me know in the comments. Let me know that you were part of the replay crew in the comments. So I'm always curious to see who's watching after the fact. All right, so let me jump in the chat real quick. So let me scroll up. So we got Caleb, Anonymous Dude 123, Viper, Tat Toys with Film. He says, God damn, those NECA turtle are hot. Those cartoon comic NECA turtles are hot. Jay's Toys Collection UK says even all. Damien's in the place. He wants to chat to us later as well. So does Cloud. Cloud's in the building. Plastic is one hell of a drug. I love that name. Plastic is one. It certainly is, my friend. It certainly is.
Amen.
Yes, we got Cy Tyson as well. We got Rich M is in the chat. He's Fanta and FOMO soon on the Danu network. You know what? He's not wrong, is he? It's a Sunday afternoon. Like, I know it's called Turtles and Tea, but I don't know. I need something cold. I need something sugary. Who else we got? Omega Weapon. We got Jamlin Parks. Mike Hex, he says he's gonna see if Mad Hatter is available. Look, I love Mad Hatter. You know I do. So I would. Mad Hatter is welcome anytime on Turtles and Tea. But he's in San Diego Comic Con right now. Go and check out his channel. He's been doing like commentary, walking around the booths, which is hilarious. So shout out Mad Hatter, one of my favorites in a minute. It really is. Justin is in the chat. Rick Jones, CM Brock 1. Joe figured that out. So cool. We appreciate you, gentlemen. As I said, stick around and let's get into this. So let me get some images up.
Whilst you do that, I did notice Viper posted something a little bit earlier, asking if we played and completed the Shredder's Revenge game.
Okay.
So with me, I'm going to give my answer. So I'm going to pull a J from the in-betweeners and say I've completed it and got the platinum trophy on the PlayStation.
Completed it, mate. Yeah.
Exactly. Completed it, mate. How about yourself, Dan?
I haven't even downloaded it yet. I haven't even got it. I do plan on to, but I'm just not a gamer guy. Like I'm just when I make so much content on YouTube, if I started playing games, you'd see less stuff on YouTube. So it's sort of one of them where it's a catch-22 where I want to play it and invest my time into it, but if I do that, I'm gonna have to sacrifice something else. So I've been streaming.
It's a short game.
Yeah, no, I'll get it. I'll get it. I will. I'll get it, and I'll report back. But let's report right now on this turtle news, because look at that display, Tanner. This is the type of displays that we want in our collection. Have you actually got 2 street dioramas? I swear you said you were buying one back.
Yeah. So I've got 2. Well, I've got. Let me go over my dioramas. So the generic ones, I've got 2.
The street ones, the normal, like...
The normal, bog standard ones.
Yeah.
The movie ones, I've got 1, which you can see just above me just there.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 cartoon dioramas. One was set up. The other one I sold to a mate who didn't actually use it for a year and decided to just sell it back to me. So I've got a second street diorama I need to sell it.
I sort of wish I got a second street diorama now, especially with the amount of figures that are out. And look, you can recreate this exact sort of setup in your own house if you have 2 dioramas. So yeah, these are all the cartoon figures. They look so good. First impressions on this sort of display, Tanner?
It looks amazing. It looks amazing. So many little figures we've got. We haven't got so many little hints and teasers. Yeah. As I said earlier, it's just a little treasure trove of what is there, what isn't there. And going back to the dios, I'm so glad I've got 2 because of the thing that we will discuss beneath the dios, to say.
Of course, that was exciting. And again, we'll go through it now. We'll start breaking it all down. So this is from Toy Arc, by the way. So this is just in a random order. So we're just going to go through the pictures, spot out what's new, what's old, any Easter eggs, all of that good stuff, all right? So this is all the cartoon diorama from preview night, okay? So some things were, I think, slowly added throughout the weekend, but these were all that these were what were on display on Wednesday night for preview night, and there's still a lot of new stuff here. So let's go through it, okay? So we've seen the Duck. We've seen him. We've seen these guys. We'll hopefully get the goons soon, right? We're just waiting for this. They're shipping now, ain't they? I think.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they are shipping now. The Turtle Gang and the Rock Soldiers and Zack as well.
Yeah,
and the Yojimbo as well is coming out as well, the Neutrino. So we're getting quite a bit coming soon, hopefully.
What's great for us is that we've already paid for it. It's already pre-ordered. We're just waiting for it to arrive, and it feels good when that's the case, all right? So, yes, lots of Turtle stuff coming, including these guys, but they look great. There's Zack as well, standing there with Casey Jones. Now, this is our first new we assume it's a 2-pack. I think it's safe to assume it's a 2-pack. So these are characters from, like, Season 4. Now, I'm not going to lie, like... these ain't like my mind's eye. I didn't instantly go, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. But I know the female is Lotus Blossom, but you're going to have to help me pronounce the second guy.
Well, it's a case of when we first came out, I recognized who he was. I called him Blue Guy. I couldn't remember his name. I had to Google it today. And I think it's something like Chakahashi or something like that. I can't access my Instagram on my computer at the moment, so I can't tell the exact spelling, so to give you the exact pronunciation, but these 2 are connected. Lotus Blossom is kind of like was raised as a little ninja, as you can see in the video there. She was hired by the Shredder to take out the turtles, and then the other guy, I think he's like a spirit.
Yeah, he's massive.
He was haunting Lotus Blossom for a while in a different episode because apparently Lotus Blossom was hosting the spirit of his deceased wife or something like that, so he wanted to be reunited with her. I think it all worked out in a nice little way at the end. I can't
look, there she is. There's the spirit of his wife coming out, and they go back into like the little like vase thing.
I mean, with Lotus Blossom, she's got like a little bit of chemistry there with Leo as well. They've got a little flirtatious relationship there, so would be nice to pose or with Leo as battling together and against each other.
These figures look great. They look like they have jumped out of the cartoon. That is why we love this line. Who doesn't like a female ninja? I'm curious if she comes with ultimate heads, you know, like, because there's elements where she like pulls up the ninja mask and stuff. And because he plays with scale in the show, I think that's like a happy medium where he's like a big, tall guy, but he's not monstrous. Like, we don't want him Ant-Man, Giant Man size, do we? We
don't need him Chrome Dome size.
Yeah. So I like the happy medium they've went for here. So I've typed the name of him in the chat. So if you guys want to learn how to pronounce it and come back to us, let us know. But it's definitely, definitely cool looking new characters to display. As I said, you can go and check them out there. There's Lotus Blossom.
Yeah.
Basically what Tanner just explained to you.
Now I can see it on the screen. I'll probably pronounce it as Chakahashi. So it's a case of, that's how I would pronounce it. And they both look really, really good. Loads of detail. I do remember because Lotus has been in a couple of episodes as well. So they both look really good. Really, loads of accessories, as with NECA. Always, everybody has loads of accessories.
Look, there's Leo with the flower. So look, there's Leo holding the flower, and if you jump back, you can see her with the flower in her hand as well. So again, I love those little accessories that they add with them. They're always like little Easter eggs and whatnot. But really, really good. I do remember her more so than the blue guy, because like you said, she was in multiple episodes. Where that blue guy, I think he was in that like one story, and then that was it. But looking really, really good. So we are assuming it's a 2-pack, but we don't know for sure. But these guys undoubtedly look really good, and I like the scale they've chose for him as well. So there you go. There's our first new figures that we have spotted on the display. So they're looking great. Let's keep going through. We've got a couple of figures like in the windows.
Little ones hidden away as well. We've got Rhino Man and the Mighty Hog.
Yes.
The superhero versions of Bebop and Rocksteady. Now, this is the fourth version of Bebop and Rocksteady.
Are you mad about that? Are you mad about variants of Bebop and Rocksteady?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, no,
Give me them all. Give me them all. All the variants of Bebop and Rocksteady. Heck, you can even dress them up like turtles and give them to me like that. These guys are looking good as well. It's probably using the same bucks as they've used previously, the bunny ones. Extra tooling on Rocksteady with the capes and the glasses, but amazing stuff. I do remember this episode where they won a superhero contest and they were pretending to be superheroes. I think the contest was for like money. They won that and they ended up going around pretending to be superheroes to fight crime that Shredder had set up to make them look good, basically.
What's great as well is that there were versions of these in the Playmates days. Well, I'm assuming the Playmates toys came first, and then the show sort of maybe was inspired by that. So the concept of like Bebop, Rocksteady, and even some of the Turtles being superheroes in these sort of just generic wacky costumes goes way back to the Playmate days. So I do love that because I think even Playmates are re-releasing some of those superhero figures, including these two.
They are indeed. They are indeed. I think the 4-pack is these two.
Donnie and Mikey,
Donnie,
I think.
As superheroes. Yeah.
So let's break it down in regards to Bebop and Rocksteady. So we've got the original 2, and then we got the Loot Crate Turtle, the Loot Crate Bunny, and then we got the robots. I don't have the 2 robots yet. You do though, didn't you?
I do have the robots there on my display.
I just hated Holophon so much I wouldn't do it. But now I'm a little bit jealous that I want them. But I'm sure you would be able to pick them up. I'm sure somebody would gladly pick them up if they're still in stores for you. I hope so. I hope so.
Yes.
We still haven't got a UK release date for them or Tokka and Razar, but we'll come back round to that. And then the only other variant I can think of with these two are the Pirates, but they were arcade, they weren't cartoon.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, the pirate versions were also that. But again, it's like them dressing up.
Yeah,
which is always fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Always fun.
They're soft, good capes as well, which just sit really nicely on the figures. And I love he's got the peace hands as well, like Rhino Man, like the peace hands. Peace. Yeah, really funny.
Yeah,
really good. Really liking it. And again, have to assume it's another 2-pack, which I'm not complaining about at all. That seems to be the way that NECA want to do things, and I'll welcome it. So yeah, really good. Liking that a lot.
100%. This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and they had Dark Turtle, which is the 4th Loot Crate figure, on display as well. So we'll see him in a minute as we go through. There are the 2 robots that, as I said, Tanner's got. I don't. Damn you, Hall of Fun! But I'll get them eventually, I'm sure. But they look great as well. Another variant. Anthrax. Then we got Mutagen Man, but
with an alien in the window.
Yeah. And this is the one I was excited for. If I had to make a list, and now I know this sort of got revealed in the Speaky Geeky channel recently during that interview with Trevor. But if before all that happened, if I had to make a list of like 5 cartoon characters I would have liked to have seen, Rex 1 would have been up there for sure. And another figure that got revealed would have also been on that list, which I'm excited to talk about. But Rex 1, he looks to be in sort of scale with the Chrome Dome, sort of like that deluxe size. And yeah, how can he not? How can we not have Rex 1 in this collection? Looks so good. So yeah, this is definitely one I'm excited to add to the crew. So I had this episode on a VHS. So this is one of those episodes that I'd seen countless times as a kid. So even though he's like not in many episodes, in my brain, he was in the cartoon all over the place. But it's just because I've watched that one episode so much as a kid. He's like embedded in my brain. And he comes with different accessories as well, like the big tongue coming out. You can get his gun coming out as well. Obviously, a little RoboCop's rip-off of the time, as they like to be inspired by the pop culture of the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, what do you think of Rex 1, Tanner?
I mean, Rex 1 looks good. Again, with myself as well, if we were to make a list of characters for the cartoon, we would like to have this one would be top, if not second from top. Yeah. So it's, definitely a popular character. Definitely, I think they've got these sizes down, because when they first showed him on the Speaky Geeky show, he looked a little bit bigger than I expected. The feet looked huge. He looked a lot more bulky. I don't know if they've done something to it with this, or if it's the same figure. It probably is the same. But now that they put him with other figures itself, the size looks really, really good. I mean, next to Irma, the size comparison there does look like they would in the cartoon. I'm glad they put him with Irma because she like fancies him in the cartoon.
That's how I am going to pose him, 100%. Because I know we've got Irma in the 4-pack, and she comes with the alternative rat pieces to turn her into the rat. But like, that's not how I'm displaying Irma. She's going to be standing, lusting next to Rex 1 because yes, she does have a crush on him in the show. She has no idea he's a robot either in the show, which is funny.
Yeah, so it's good. Again, I'm looking forward to whenever this pre-order drops, and this is the first the second of a bunch of robots we will be because we can see Chrome Dome in the background, the second of a bunch of robots we will be seeing soon.
What Trevor did say on that interview with him, he's going to be packed singly like Chrome Dome was in one of those VHS style boxes, so it doesn't look like Rex is going to be packed in with anyone else. It's not going to be a 2-pack. It's going to be a single pack, just like Chrome Dome was, which I'm absolutely fine with. I reckon he's a character that deserves it, a single release. You don't need to pack him with anyone to try and get people to buy him. People want Rex 1, and there he is. So yeah, really, really happy with that. And again, we knew it was coming, but it's always nice to see him on display with the other figures, see how he scales. And I do think in comparison to the show, he may be scaled up just a little bit, but that's fine. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Yeah.
And there's another look at him, looking really good, really good. So this we're save the dios until the end, all right? We're going to skip through all the images, pick out all the characters, and we'll come back to the dios. But in there, you've got the neutrinos and the turtles. Neutrinos, again, like Tanner said, are going to be shipping very, very soon. Some people in the US have already started to get them. There's a neutrinos 3-pack, of course. So there they are displayed in the dios that we're excited to talk about. But let's keep going through here. Loads of accessories in those dials as well. There's Chrome Dome.
You got some mouses,
right, so
and we got another new guy there.
Yeah, so there's I'm not too sure how many close-up pictures we've got of him, so we're paying him some attention now. But who's this, Tanner?
So with this guy, again, I had a crisis of names when I first caught up. I originally thought he was Lex. Turns out he's called Mac. I forget what the Mac stands for.
Let's see if the chat know. I know what it stands for. Yes. I've got it in front of me. But
I sent it to you earlier, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Does anyone in the chat know what Mac stands for? That's MACC, okay? Mac. What does it stand for? I'll give you a clue. It might have something to do with computers. But yeah, 10 points to anyone who gets it right in the chat. But yeah, so this is... he was the sort of character where my brain had forgot about him. Like... I couldn't pull this guy until I seen him on display, and then like it all came flush from black. Do you know, like, of course I remember him. Do you know what I mean? Do you know, like when these characters are like hidden in the back of your brain, and then you see an image, and it's like, now I see him again.
Yeah, I've just noticed my thing froze for a few seconds. My screen froze for a few.
I just thought you were so shocked at the reveal of Mac.
Yeah. So yeah, Mac is a robot from the future. I think he came back in. He was convinced by Shredder and Krang that the Turtles were the bad guys, so he was going after them. Everything works out in the end of the episode as well. Yeah, again, I'm happy to see him. Nice little fun episode there. Little robot from the future. I think he'll pair up well with Rex 1 as well. Just like opposing ends of the spectrum. But again, another one I'm looking forward to.
I'm curious who he's going to be packed with, because he, unlike Rex 1, who's like worthy of a single pack on his own, Mac isn't really like super desirable on his own. And he's also quite a skinny robot, so like he has to be packed with somebody. So I'm curious to see who they would pack with him. But I just want to give out some points. So 10 points to Cloud, 10 points to Jay, 10 points to Damien. You were all spot on. Mac stands for Mobile, Armored, Computerized, Combatant. And yes, everyone has Google at home. Congratulations. 10 points for everyone. But yeah, Matt looks great. So let's keep going through. Curious who he gets packed with. Then we get the Punk Toads in another one of the dios. Yes, that's right. Multiple dios. We'll come back round to them, but the Punk Frogs are some of my favourites, so very happy to have them in figure form. Mondo Greco and Splinter there.
Got Splinter in the background,
all these accessories as well that we're going to talk about shortly.
So many little Easter eggs.
Yeah, then we got Scumbug, and we've got Shredder up top holding a crystal. Now, I don't remember that crystal being with anybody yet, so I'm wondering if that is an Easter egg or a tease. Can you think have we got that crystal with someone so far, and I'm just forgetting?
Oh no, we haven't had a crystal with anyone so far, but if I think the first thing that comes to mind when I see this crystal is that, do you remember the first couple of episodes with the alien right at the beginning, where he sent them to hunt the three little pieces of the Eye of Sauron?
Yes.
I'm wondering if this is that. I don't think it is, but I can't exactly remember what this is. But my mind initially goes back to that crystal.
Yeah, because they had to collect multiple pieces. You're right. Again, I could be completely wrong. This may have already been packed in with a figure we have. Like, it just could be an Easter egg. That's all. I'm just trying to spot these things. But then we have Scumbug, another one of my favourites. And then this was the other character I was talking about, right? So just like with Mac, right? My brain was like a little bit fuzzy of this guy. And then as soon as I seen the picture, it's like of the floodgates in my head just burst open. And I was like, it's Bugman. Like this was on a Michelangelo. And there was like I had loads of VHSs, and all of them had like the turtles' faces on the front. And the episodes on those VHSs would be like character specific episodes where one of the turtles was like the main character type thing. And this was a Michelangelo episode because he reads comic books of Brick Bradley, aka Bugman. And then he rescues Bugman and goes on a little mission with him. So now we have Bugman in figure form, which is crazy. So super accurate as well. This guy Brick Bradley falls on a load of bugs, gets mutated. So he's got like a scorpion tail. He's got like, he can jump like a grasshopper. He's got fly wings, obviously. And he's like the Hulk, where when he gets angry, he turns into this bug man. I hope
Yeah.
he comes with an interchangeable head for Brick Bradley as well, because April sort of fancies him until he turns into a bug, and then she's like, ugh. And he's a comic character within the concept of the cartoon, but Michelangelo finds him as a real person, and they fight someone called the Electro Zapper. So I'm thinking, is this a 2-pack with the Electro Zapper? Like, oh, look, I love that. But what are you thinking of Bugman here, Tanner?
Again, he looks amazing. I as well also hope he comes up with parts to show him in human form as well.
Yeah, here he is changing, mutating.
Yeah,
and he gets angry.
It's just so crazy, the fact that this comes out with. I mean, this is the second Bugman we've seen this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, it's cool. It's really, really cool. He'll go really nicely. I don't think he'll be enough to hold up a 1-pack on his own. He'll probably come with the Zapman, the
Electro Zapper. Yeah, look,
the Electro Zapper. Yeah, that's his name.
If we skip to the end of this episode, this is one of the episodes on Daily Motion. We probably find an image of the Electro Zapper somewhere. He basically gets captured. Michelangelo gets captured by the Electro Zapper essentially. So there's Bugman. I think we'll see a clip of him in a second. But yeah, April fancies him, and then he turns into a bug, and she's like, not anymore. But yeah, it's a fun episode. Again, Mikey-centric. Mikey tells the other turtles he went to help Bugman, and no one believes him. But there's the Electro Zapper. There he is.
Yeah, he is. So I can envision these guys together as part of the same episode. Good guy and bad guy.
Yeah, that's his 2-pack, right? That's a 2-pack all day long. Brick Bradley and the Electro Zapper. Give us an interchangeable head for the handsome guy. Make all the part pieces for the bug come off the figure. Do you know what I mean? Like on the actual figure, you can the tail and those wings unplug from the back, and then you put on the Brick Bradley head sculpt, and you've got. I mean. Both.
You'd also need to change the feet as well, because if you look at his feet, they're kind of budgish feet.
I guess so, yeah. I'd forgive the feet, though. He could just be wearing funky shoes.
Yeah. I mean, if they do what they did with Cat April and Vernon to change them into rats, it would be the exact same thing here, just to have him in human form.
That's what I'm saying.
So easy to do.
The NECA team are pretty good at doing stuff like that. That's why I look at this guy and think they've got to make a Brick Bradley as well. But yeah, the 2-pack for me screams... the Electro Zapper, and I don't think he's in any other episode apart from this one, but it's still one of those fun episodes. And yeah, the turtles basically capture him at the end. There he is. Look at him. That could be a figure. That NECA could nail that in figure form all day long. Now I've seen Bugman. I do think the Electro Zapper's coming, but like just looking at the figure, where's my image of Bugman? There he is. So there he is in the cartoon. And then there's the figure. Like, come on.
Yeah. Near enough. Perfect. Mind's eye.
Spot on. I also had a picture of Mac over here, I think, somewhere. There was Mac, by the way, from the episode. So, yeah, robot from the future. So, yeah, they're doing such a good job at capturing these cartoons. For the very first time in, like, 30 years, we're getting cartoon-accurate renditions of these characters that have never had figures. Ever. Crazy. What a time. But
and the fact that they're going so deep into the line as well. It's just they're milking this property for everything it's worth.
These characters were on one episode. This is literally just one episode.
Yeah, and because they look so good, because of that nostalgia factor. Just pick it all up, or as much as you can. To go with it. It's so funny, so funny.
Yeah, loving it. All right, let's keep going through. Here's on a flight stand. Looks great. Perfect way to display him. We've got those two, and there's Dark Turtle that we're talking about. He's the 4th Loot Crate. Now, Loot Crate have obviously shipped out the Shredder. We've talked about that already. We've got to wait for the shark. What's the shark's name?
Armagon?
Yeah, Armagon. The animated,
the video game shark.
Yes, the arcade shark. He was meant to be Loot Crate 2, but I think Randy did an interview with Pixel Dan where obviously Randy's explaining that Loot Crate's not really his thing. However, he assures everybody to be patient, and we will get these figures we pay for.
They're all coming.
Yeah, so
they're all coming. Yeah, I mean, he also seemed to have mentioned something happened, which is really, really mean. Somebody posted his personal phone number on Twitter so that people can bombard him with calls. What sort of person
knobs? That's what
would do that? It's just crazy. Just sit back and wait.
Grown adult men harassing another man about toys that's nothing to do with him. It's just stupid. Stupid.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
this is the one I want, Tanner. This is the whole reason. Not the whole reason I went in for the loot crate, but like I only wanted the cartoon characters. Like, so like this guy is like he was it for me. Like him, and I know we get Scrag as well, but this is the one I'm waiting. This is my most anticipated turtle figure so far. It is the Dark Turtle. Will we get it in 2022, Tanner? Do you reckon we'll get it by the end of the year?
I think we will. I think we'll get all the loot crates by the end of the year, unless something goes horribly wrong. Okay. But I think we'll get everything fairly soon. I think, but definitely by the end of the year. And going back to the Dark Turtle, it's the case of now we technically have 2 turtle figures dressed up like Batman. We got this one, and also in the old Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover line, you have Michelangelo dressed as Batman as well. Yeah. So I think it'd be quite fun just to have the 2 of them side by side, like they're going to a Comic-Con, just dressed as Batman, which is cool.
Yeah, no, 100%. Shout out Mr. Goldie, who just become a subscriber as well. Much appreciated, my friend. Welcome to the channel and to the Turtle Talk. Okay, let's keep going through these. So we've got the Rat King there with loads of rats on him. We've got a broken up foot soldier. We've got Greg and
we got Leatherhead in the window.
Leatherhead in the window. I like how they hid most of the figures that we've seen for a while now, just in the window. They're like, all right, you've seen Leatherhead. He can get into the window.
Well, there's technically one they put in the window that is a new one. Yes. And a very surprising new one. We will get to that soon now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how many images we've got. So, like, if I might just take the moment to pause on that picture. Where is it? This one here, right? So, if we use the magic of computers to go enhance. Who's that there? Who's that? Who is it, Tanner?
I believe this is Baxter Stockman with Shredder's helmet on. Again, well, I don't think my first callback to this episode was correct, but the only time he's worn this helmet was in the Eye of Sarnak episode, where he's the gems in the helmet and he's getting the powers from the helmet. So,
okay.
Yes.
So this could just be an alternative head just thrown in another set or something like that, because we're getting Baxter with the pre-mutation pack, haven't we? So now we've got Baxter as a bug, we've got him as a human, and soon we'll have the head, or maybe a whole another release of the figure. Yeah. We shall see.
As a Shredder cosplayer.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's that's one of the little sneaky Easter eggs in the windows, and there's more than one, but we'll look at that in a minute. And then there we have Scrag with the 2 human versions of Bebop and Rocksteady. So Shrag,
Baxter as well, yeah.
Yeah, Baxter, all the humans essentially. So we will get him with the alternative parts to turn him into like the bats with the loot crate. So he is, if you went for all 4 loot crates, he is the bonus fig. So you had to have got all 4 loot crates to get him. And because he was a because he was a cartoon character, I was, of course, I was getting all 4 loot crates. So again, another one on, and now we've got Bebop and Rocksteady in human form as well. It's even more excited to get him because you can pose them together. Yeah, exactly, perfect.
Yeah, and they were all in the same. Well, not Baxter, but the other 3 were all in the same gang before they all mutated.
Exactly. Yeah. Like some of those original episodes as well. So really cool to see. So so liking that a lot. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, more new figures. So these are, of course, Dirk, Anger, and Mona Lisa, right? It's Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa, yeah.
So what do you think of these 2, Tanner?
I mean, these 2 were kind of spoiled a few weeks ago with the reveal of was it the Flash and Zack figure?
Yeah, the back of the pack.
Yeah, they were advertised in the back of the pack. So you were kind of expecting these to come. But looking at them, again, looking so good. Perfect to the episode. Dirk Anger was in the Dark Turtle episode, I think, where he's hunting the mutants that are infesting the city. And then Mona Lisa, I'm not sure, I can't remember if it's the same episode, but also I remember her episode, she has a little bit of a flirtation with rats. So You with these reveals, you got like a love interest for Leo and for Raph.
You're just creating couples on the shelf. These two are characters that I think have appeared in more than one episode each, to be fair. And their character designs are so good. So we know for a fact that these two are in a 2-pack together. And again, the figures look great. If we can have a little zoom in on these. Because these are like already been on the back of a packaging, these can't be too far away either.
No.
But there we have Mona Lisa, looks great. She's this looks like a lizard gecko-y thing,
yeah. Little lizard, yeah.
Dirk, who's sort of, is he like a spoof of Nick Fury or something like that?
Kind of, yeah. I would say he is like a Nick Fury-ish with the eye patch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, the shoulder pads kind of remind me of like a Cable kind of thing as well.
It could be an amalgamation, for sure.
Yeah.
But another cool human character to add to the crazy array of mutants for sure. He's like, as Tanner said, he likes to hunt the mutants. So like, he's like a Punisher, Nick Fury amalgamation in this turtle world, I assume. Exactly. And Jay said the exact same as me. So Dirk looks surprisingly not like Nick Fury, I think. But yes, Viper, they will. These two on screen right now are going to be in a 2-pack together unless NECA change some plans. But I don't think they will. But yeah, Mona Lisa looks really good as well. But again, always curious what accessories, because can you see the Easter egg in this picture?
I can kind of see a slight little bit of a hood. We'll see. I've seen it. I've seen the Easter egg in.
I'm not even on about that.
Oh, you're not on about that? No, I haven't seen the Easter egg you're implying then. What are you implying?
Okay, so when Rocksteady came out, he was missing a certain piece that people were...
Oh! Got it, I can see it now.
Yeah, okay. Super chat from Rich M real quick. Let Friday read that out. Thank you, Rich.
Rich M donated £5.
Yes, I can see that now. Let's see if the chat can get it as well, based on the little hint you said.
Much appreciated, Rich. He says, epic Mona Lisa. Didn't she try it on with Raph? Hit. Yes. Does that mean are you gonna get Mona Lisa, Rich? Are you a fan of Mona Lisa? Always curious what Richard goes for. But yes, I'm on about the hat, the helmet on the Hydron. So this is Rocksteady's helmet that we were missing with Rocksteady originally. So where's this gonna go? Now they have teased that we're going to get a cartoon accessories pack. So for me, this is the type of thing that could go in that. Same as maybe that Baxter head with the Shredder helmet. You know, like just little fun accessories to complete and add to our other characters.
Yes, but I will also throw in a little curveball on that.
Okay.
In saying that this could be put with the Rhino Man and the Mighty Hog, because they are also Bebop and Rocksteady figures.
Absolutely
so
fine
it's
with
a
that.
case of I can see this also going with that because it's a linked accessory to one of those characters.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, so again, happy when they do stuff like this. I don't mind them adding accessories for characters we already have in new packs, so it just encourages you and it keeps it relevant. So yeah, really, really good. So liking that. And yeah, you were talking about something else we'll get to as we scroll through, but no,
something slightly else, which you can kind of see in this picture, but we'll get to it.
Okay, cool. Let's jump back. Okay, let's keep going. You got a turtle. You got a toad. Sorry, in a trap there. His brothers are all in the kitchen, and he's obviously wasn't invited to the party. And then we've got Tokka and Razar in their animated format. Now, these two, again, are two annoying figures that none of us have. You don't even have these, Tanner, right?
Nope, I don't indeed. But also another callback to the Pixel Dan interview in which Randy said that these will probably be back in stock October time, because I think Target is having a collector's exclusive thing in October. So it may be a case that we may have to ask our American friends or friends across the pond, if we're not getting this over here, to keep a lookout on these for us.
Yes.
so to say.
Did anyone find these? I know Toy Bro did a review of them, so he obviously lives next to a great Target. But not many people found these at the store. I know we had our good friend Mike checking regularly, and he never found them. So yeah, any of our American friends managed to find these in the wild? Because not even Mad Hatter has these, I don't think. And he was
No, Mad Hatter does have these.
Oh, okay.
He got these from the Hall of Fame website.
Was it Pixel Dan saying that he doesn't got them? Someone was telling Randy that he doesn't even have these yet, which surprised me.
I think it was Pixel Dan, because Mad Hatter, I'm fairly certain I've seen the video, he has got this set. So, yes.
Just jump into the chat. Shane Shooter says, there's a Dirk Anger in Marvel Comics. He's like a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in the next wave, I believe. Yes, you're completely right. He has that like a sort of goggle, sort of like a visor that goes over one eye, that green visor. You got an interchangeable head with him in a Nick Fury Marvel Legend a while back. So yes, you're right. There was a Dirk Anger there. And Rich also says, yes, he will be getting Mona Lisa. He said he wishes that she came with the Lotus, a Lotus instead. So he could have the two females in a pack. That would make sense. So if anyone wants a Dirk Anger or Dirk Savage and a what the blue guy was, can you say his name again?
I've forgotten his name.
Shakachiri?
Yeah,
the big blue guy. Yeah, big blue guy.
Big blue guy,
yeah. So Rich is going to have them go and spare people. Okay. So, yeah, I basically missed out on these. I missed out on the Robot, but Rocksteady and Bebop because of stupid Holophon and their extortionate UK shipping, because that is absolute bullshit. Like we've got friends who ship to us in the UK, and it does not cost as much as Holophon was claiming it costs, and I refused to pay it. Not that I got an opportunity to get these anyway, but yes, Tokka and Razar, hopefully we get a second opportunity to get these very soon. Laserpants jumps in the room. He also says, I like turtles. Thank you very much, Laserpants. You're in the right place then, because we're talking turtles. I hope you like some tea as well. Go and check out my live stream with Laserpants yesterday on Laserpants Live on the Free POA podcast channel. Laserpants revealed for the very first time the brand new Tesseract. Go and see what that's all about.
Is it wrong that I read that Laser Pants comment like the YouTube video? I like turtles.
I think that's probably what he meant. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. These figures are hilarious and awesome, says Anonymous Dude. Yes, these guys basically are in one episode. Though these come after the film, so they put them in the animated show after the movie, because Jim Henson made these for the movie. I still don't know why they didn't go with Bebop and Rocksteady even back then. It's still, as a kid, it still very confused me. But yeah, these just were really hungry. In their episode, they just ate loads of food. That was their menace. That's why they come with like loads of little random food pieces. T-Sucks. Okay, now we're not friends, Laserpants. Now we're not friends.
Somebody mute him.
Yeah, you can't have the title of Sir Laser Trousers if you don't drink tea. What's going on? Okay, let's keep going through. So there you go. There's more. We've got Rodney there. Triceratops in the back there. And then we've got another dio. So this is Donnie's lab again. We'll talk about the dios in a second, but let's keep going through. So there we get Splinter, of course. Loads of accessories, Donatello, more accessories, and yes,
Usagi.
We've seen Usagi, but what's next to Usagi? These little baby turtles! Ah, baby turtles! What do you think of the baby turtles, Tano? How are we going to get these?
Mate, I don't know. I think these will be part of that NECA accessory pack.
Yes. That would be such a perfect way to get people to get the accessory pack. It's like, oh, by the way, you get 4 turtles in it as well. They're baby turtles, but still, 4 turtles.
Yeah, baby turtles. These have appeared in a couple of episodes, and they are always up to mischief whenever
adorable.
They're about.
They are adorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to these. However we can get them, just to have 4 little baby turtles running around. As I said previously,
they've all got articulated elbows, shoulders. Not elbows and knees, but definitely ankle rocker to some degree. You've got shoulder joints. The heads will obviously rotate, so a little bit of articulation there. So you can get them into some fun poses. There's Donatello, Leonardo reading a book, Raph killing a mouse.
A mouser, just being aggressive. Yes.
Mikey's glued his hand to a lever there, and then there's the best little baby turtle on some books with a stick. A little baby stick as well. That's pretty funny. These are great. These are great. So yeah, like Tanner, I would assume the best place to put these would be into that cartoon accessory pack, because you're basically getting the 4 turtles in an accessory. But it's perfect. So I'm curious if anyone has any other thoughts. Let us know in the comments. Where would these go? Are there any episodes that you remember them in that they would go with a particular character? I think they were babies with Usagi in an episode, right? Because didn't he have to look after them?
Yeah. I think at least 2 of them were, because I know there were 2 episodes that come to mind in which they turned into babies. One was with Usagi, and I know the other one, it was either April or Irma was playing babysitter to them. And again, they're just causing mischief.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're looking good. Yeah, really good, really good. There's some pictures of them. Okay, so that was all the pictures that are on Toy Arc. So this was from preview night, right? So as the weekend went on, there has been lots of interviews in the world of YouTube from other content creators. And Pixel Dan did his show with Randy, as he loves to do. And he basically did a separate video talking about the sewer layers, right? So there are 3 dioramas. So let me just see if I can get a generic picture of one of the dios, because there's 3 dios. Let me scroll back up.
Yeah. Although there is one thing that we haven't discussed. I don't know. There wasn't a picture in this, so to say.
Go for it.
The little teaser with the Mona Lisa picture. So it didn't look like there was a picture.
Oh no, there wasn't a picture, but yes, tell the people. Yeah. It was a Ronin, right?
So in the picture with the Mona Lisa episode, hiding away in the window in the background, we had a cartoon Last Ronin, who never actually appeared in the cartoon, but it just shows how big of a juggernaut this comic book series has been. The fact that NECA are now also doing a
even Playmates
cartoon version.
Yeah,
of
even Playmates.
Yeah.
That was that. We've seen images of that now as well. But yeah, just a little tease of a Ronin head in animated form. So that would be really cool to see. But yeah, a little tease of that. If I can find an image, I'll show it before we go through. But now let's get to the main event in regards to cartoon turtle news, because those figures, nice little new characters revealed, a handful of new characters there. But what we were all curious about are these bloody dioramas, right? These setups look so cool, so toyetic. Like, the street dioramas all well and good, but these are just so much more fun. And they had 3 of them on display. So I'm just regurgitating news that Pixel Dan got from Randy. But it is official. There are 3 cartoon dioramas that are going to be released. You've got the living room, which is this set you see on screen. You've got the kitchen, which is a little bit smaller, and we'll show you a picture of that in a minute. The punk frod's eating some pizza. And then the bigger one, which is Donnie's lab, which comes with loads of new accessories as well. So these are all going to be modular, so you can attach them together, and they also go underneath the street diorama. So we haven't really seen how it works yet, because there was a shelf literally above these. But I'm assuming you can rest the street diorama on the top of these. Are you assuming the same, Tanner?
I believe so too, but the only thing that I will say is because the kitchen is a little bit smaller than the other 2. Well, I say a little bit, quite a bit smaller than the other 2. I think you'll need at least 2 of the dials to get the kitchen underneath.
So do you see all the big circles on the back, the big sewer holes, right? I reckon each diorama, again, this is just me speculating, we don't know any details yet, right? But I'm speculating that each of the dioramas, they've all got one of these on each side, right? One of these on each side. So I'm assuming you can just get like a piece that covers it if you need to, or a piece that makes it hollow. And then that way, if you buy all the dios, you can modularly like move them around and like create like a 3-dimensional sewer with the kitchen attached to the living room, so you can literally just put a turtle through the hole and it goes straight into the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Like placing them all around. Again, that's an assumption. I don't know that for a fact, but I just think that these sewer holes, are there for a reason. And yes, some of them are covered, but I reckon if you make them modular, where you can take pieces out and make them hollow, and then you can use it to connect to the next room, that's got to be the way they're going to go here. So here's the living room.
I mean, it makes logical sense what you've said, so I believe the same as well.
Yeah, so they've also said that each of these dioramas are going to be packed with accessories, including the TV there in the background. Again, you're going to get all these signs and photos on the wall, I saw. And And yeah, just like packed with accessories. You're gonna get the couch. I'm definitely guaranteed you're gonna get the turtle shell mat, the sofa, the tables, the videotapes. Like, you're just gonna get an empty shell of a diorama with all these accessory pieces, and then you can create anything you want on top of that. But your initial thoughts of the living room diorama? You liking it?
Oh, mate, I'm loving it. Because the living room was the room shown the most in the cartoon. So this looks perfect to how I remember the cartoon series. Just the living room, the couches, the TV with the generic horror movie on. It looks so good. And I can't wait till we get some more information with regards to this. Yeah. I believe Randy said the information may start coming out around about New York Comic Con.
Yeah, he said September maybe. He said, and he also confirmed that this diorama that we're looking at now, the living room diorama, will be the first one that goes up for pre-order. So we may be waiting a while to get all three of them, but the very first one that will go up for pre-order will be this one. And I assume we won't get any of these in hand until 2023. But it's still nice to know they're coming, so you can start planning that real estate. Like I told you, I'm gonna have to lift the roof of my house for all these new retro cards and these new dioramas. But yeah, and even those pipes around the top, they're all gonna be attached to it as well. Like, because again, they're living in the sewer, you need those pipes around. So yeah, so fun. And again, like Viper says in the chat, he says he will probably just get the living room, and that's what's great. You don't have to go crazy like us and buy every single figure they release. You could just get a set of the turtles and a living room diorama and a Splinter, and just have a nice little contained turtle display in their own little environment, which I think is so cool. Yeah. So yeah, this is like the adult version of playsets. Dioramas that we can display our figures in are the adult versions of playsets. We don't need little play features with springs and loaded doors and little missiles. Just give us a nice little setup with some cool accessories, and yeah, so I'm all in for these. Absolutely, really excited. Yeah. So there's the living room.
I mean, I can see on top of the three they've done, they haven't done one room. The bedroom.
Where the turtle's going to sleep. Beds. Yeah.
Where are they going to sleep? They can't stay up watching TV and eating pizza all day, all night, should I say.
Tanner's too responsible for his turtles. These are teenage turtles. They don't want to listen to you, Tanner. They want to watch TV. No.
Well, imagine what the baby turtles will be like as well. They will not want to go to sleep.
But yeah, see what I mean? Like, with the little holes there. Like, that's definitely modular. 100% these are going to attach. So yeah, this is the living room. These are just pictures of each corner. All good. Right, let's go back and find the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. All right, so the frog. So the kitchen one is a little bit more, bit smaller, a little bit more cropped, if you will.
Narrow.
Yeah, narrow is the word I was looking for. Thank you. But still, it's the kitchen. They're always eating pizzas. And all these accessories of the utensils with the fridge and the cooker, the kitchen table with the chairs, these are all going to be a part of it. Like, this is like a diorama set, essentially, that you can display all the turtles or the frogs or whoever you want in there. So let's have a little zoom in here. So you got the pizzas on the table. You got the table and chairs with the soft goods sort of cloth cover. And then you've got the back there. You got a microwave.
Yeah.
You got the
cupboards
sink,
and
cupboard,
pans,
fridge that looks like it opens as well. There's a hinge in that fridge. That fridge is going to open.
If that fridge opens, then 100%. Oh my god, this will be next level stuff.
This is again, and there's the cooker with the stove. So yeah, a little bit more narrow, a little bit more cropped and contained, but it's the turtles. You can have them sitting around eating pizza. Like, I just need more sets of the turtles now, so I can have the turtles everywhere. But yeah, this looks so good. So kitchen, you liking the look of the kitchen, and do you mind that it's a little bit more cropped?
No, I mean, again, you can't have like a huge ass kitchen, because even in the cartoons, it was a lot more cropped. You've got enough in here, and it doesn't look cramped. It's given enough space that you can see all the different bits, like the fridge, the cooker, the cupboards. Everywhere has its own space. It doesn't look too narrow, and you can have, like in the picture, all the turtles just sitting around, just munching on their pizza. I'm in for this one as well. So I can't wait to get some more information about when we can get these ones. Yeah. And it just looks so beautiful. It all looks good.
So this
it
is
all looks good.
This video is from Pixel Dan, as you just see me go and find it on his channel. This video, he talks with Randy, and this is the video where Randy basically explains everything that's going on with these dioramas that he knows so far. So I'll put the link in the video chat now. But yeah, these dioramas again look epic. There, let me see if I can find a better look of the kitchen that as we're talking about. See how big Donnie's lab is. That one looks massive, but the kitchen one, he was basically standing in front of Donnie's lab the whole bloody time. Too many crowds. There's
when we get to Donnie's lab, I have got a question. I'm wondering if we could, when we get to it, I'll ask the question to see what you think about my opinion on this.
All right, cool. Well, here's the kitchen. Here's some close-up looks at the kitchen. As we said, all these utility utensils and bits and bobs come with it. There's even shelves and units. Again, more pipes in the ceiling. A little hat. Is that an Easter egg? A little weird hat there.
That was in the Tales that was in one of the sets as like an accessory, wasn't it?
Nice.
A pizza boy hat.
Yeah,
wasn't it in the disguise set? You have that, so
I do, but then I put all the accessories away to keep safe. I don't like losing stuff. But you're probably spot on. Okay, so there's all the accessories there. Let's go to Donnie's lab. Donnie's lab is the biggest of all of the dios, and here it is. So that is Donnie's lab. So this is where the baby turtles are. This is where the portal is. Now, they didn't say the portal's coming with Donnie's lab. It could do, but they never confirmed that. But they did confirm that Donnie's lab will come with all of these fun little accessories around. Oh, hang on. Let's get the image up. So literally his table, his workbench, all these tools, this machine in the back there.
Wasn't that machine to make coffee, I believe?
Yes, it's in the intro of the actual show, isn't it? Yeah, like the big machine just to make coffee. But yeah, there's loads of episodes that start off with Donnie making a weird invention, and then the show literally goes off on the
revolves around it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you've got again some sort of old school fax machine. Again, remember these turtles are from the late '80s, so faxing was a big deal back then. But yeah, Donnie's lab looks massive. Again, more sewer holes on all of the sides of the room as well. So yeah, Donnie's lab. You excited for this? And
yeah, I mean, out of the three, I think this is probably the least essential for me. However,
would you have preferred a bedroom to Donnie's lab before you go on?
No, I would have. Okay. I think the Donnie's lab is more important than the bedroom.
Correct answer. Let's get some Donnie emojis in the chat.
So it's the case of this is looking good, where Donnie can get all these inventions done. The one question I was wondering. It's looking quite big.
Yeah.
Can you fit the turtle van in there?
Oh, okay, like a little turtle van,
like a little garage
/ Donnie's lab.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you can fit the turtle van in there, just in like the little corner, and have his machinery set up in the rest of the room, just so you have like a little garage, you have like a little space to show it off. As part of the actual set itself.
Oh, I love that. idea. Yeah, 100%. Because you think your turtle van's not going to be driving around your shelf, is it? You're going to need it parked up somewhere. So why not park it in the sewer and just have Donnie's lab on the side? You can have Donnie working on the lab on the van the whole time in his lab. So and that portal in the background that helps them go through all the different dimensions. They've said that that's going to have loads of different screens and panels. So again, that's going to be really fun. So yeah, again, really, really good. Let me see.
The ACBA community is going to go nuts with these sets, with all the accessories in it as well. I can see so many good pictures coming out with regards to this.
Yeah. So good. There you go. There's a better picture of the... now, we've seen this before when they teased Usagi Yojimbo, but it is nice to know they've confirmed they're going to find a way to get this portal out, because it's just another fun way to display these figures for sure. But yeah, Donnie's lab looks so good. And again, you put it underneath the street diorama. So I need to see it actually, because in this setup, there's a shelf in the way, isn't there? They don't look. There's a shelf in between. So I need to see how it looks. Like, is Donnie's lab as wide as a street diorama, and you can just place a street diorama on top? Is that how it's going to work?
Looking at this video, it looks like Donnie's lab is probably as wide as the street diorama itself. Same with the living room may probably be similar if it's not the size as well. The kitchen... No, it won't be enough to just hold a whole diorama on top of it. Things will fall apart. So you may have to have the kitchen with the living room together, and then the the Donnie's lab as a separate one. So I think with 2 dioramas, this may fit quite nicely.
Yeah. 100. They're gonna have to start selling road pieces soon, so we can build a little mini cartoon city. But yeah, this is what it's all about. Again, for me, being an adult collector, I love that world building on the shelf and just expanding those universes in our collection. So yeah, I'm loving this. So yeah, go and check out Pixel Dan's video, and Randy basically breaks it all down with all the details. And Soy in the chat says, "Go on."
You're on the, sorry to interrupt. Whilst you're on the Pixel Dan video page, you may as well pull up the video of because he's got a video of the last Ronin on there as well, the cartoon one.
Oh, okay.
I'm fairly certain he does. It's either him or the Mad Hatter. There we go. Up.
Oh, there.
There we go. That one.
Let's have a look at it then. Okay, so this is the little Easter egg that Tanner was on about, where the last Ronin is done in cartoon form. Just teasing in a window. So there he is. So he's going to zoom in on us? He's hiding in the shadows, isn't he? It's a good spot, whoever clocked that.
He's a little ninja, so I can only imagine him hiding in the shadows.
Look, you can see the little shoulder pad as well. Look there. There he is. Look at that as he starts to focus. Oh, zoom. Enhance, Pixel Dan, enhance. You've got the pixel power. Make it happen. There it is. There's the light. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there little eyes you can see. Yeah.
That's sneaky.
Hidden away really, really nicely. If you're paying enough attention, you will see that. And this is a huge... bit of excitement from myself.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I'm curious how they're going to get this out now. Like, where's this going to go? Is it will be a single pack or what? Because this is the first time that they've done something in the cartoon style that wasn't actually in the cartoon, isn't it? Like everything else is... Because the cartoon's so big, there's so much they can do. There's no need to go anywhere else. But again, this is just a fun little one-off. I don't mind it at all. But
no, 100%. Especially if they do it justice in both the Last Ronin style and the cartoon style itself. If they manage to merge the two together, which on this brief little glimpse, it does look like they've done quite well. I look forward to seeing some more information with regards to it.
Yeah, bravo to whoever the first person was to spot that, because that was a nice little deep cut, but it's pretty good. Okay, so there's everything cartoon-wise, and again, we've spent an hour talking about it, because there was a lot of it, but that wasn't all in the world of Turtles, all right? So we're just going to keep going through all these reveals, and then to end the stream, we're going to get some guests on just to talk about some of their favourite reveals, all right? So let's keep going through these, and again, I'm not too sure of the order of these pictures, so we'll just go through and just play it by ear now. Okay, so again, this is all on preview night. So this is stuff we've seen before. This is Archie stuff.
This is Archie stuff we have all seen, and it's going into the Mirage and the Last Ronin stuff as
and
well.
Again, those Last Ronin stuff we've seen as well. So this is all on preview night. More Mirage stuff. Again, stuff that we have seen already.
A lot of it is already on pre-order.
Yeah, that Shredder we hadn't seen. Yeah.
No, we haven't. And it is this is from the Mirage series. You see them better there. It's a little Shredder clone. Both of them are Shredder clones. So in the loot crate, we have Lobster Claw Shredder.
Yeah.
This one, we have like 4 arms, and we got a little guy as well as part of the 3 Shredder clones. Because in the Mirage comics, they actually kill off Shredder in issue 1.
I know, yeah. And they tried to do it in the movie as well, but then they brought him back.
So they ended up trying to bring him back with like clones. I think worms were involved. I can't remember the exact ins and outs, so I need to read everything.
It was early 80s, well, mid-80s, so yeah, we can forgive you.
Exactly. So, I mean, these lot are looking good, and they will fit in nicely with the Mirage display I've got going.
Are you all in on Mirage at this point?
As of right now, it depends on character to character. If it's looking good, like Fugitoid, I was definitely in on that. The Shredder clones will be interesting. Other stuff that will come up soon, I'm definitely all in on.
Well, let's just get straight into it. So these weren't these weren't displayed on preview night. These were brought out the next day. So when Comic-Con was officially open, officially started, new NECA figures appeared on the shelves, as they do. And these I am calling the Hench Turtles, but they are essentially Mirage Turtles. Now, we have had Mirage Turtles before that are based off the sort of first issue look, where they're a little bit more leaner. But as time went on and the Turtles trained and they got better at what what they do. They turn into these big hench turtle tanks that you see here in figure form for the first time. So everyone was hoping that NECA would get back to doing some Mirage Turtles, but I don't think anyone expected them to do these new molds. I think everyone expected a re-release of the previous ones. So yeah, here we have the Hench Mirage Turtles. What do you think of these, Tanner?
These are looking amazing, especially I'm going to throw in the Triceratron in the background as well.
Yeah, he's
we can also
chunky,
see him in
isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, these are looking so good. I think if you had to get me to pick my favorite reveal of the weekend, it's definitely these five, if you're including the Triceratron, because they're looking so good. They are my mind's eye image of what I think of when I think of Mirage Turtles. And you got the little cloak accessory for Raph, because Raph goes back to splits off from the Turtles to head back to New York early, and he's wearing the cloak and hiding in the sewers. It just brings back so many...
That's like the original Raph in disguise, isn't it? Like the original one. Yeah.
Amazing stuff. I'm looking forward to these. Now, I've got a knockoff version of the original Turtles, but I think these would look, because that's like issue 1. I think these are like the evolution of issue 1. So I can be justified in having both versions.
Yeah, Mark Tatsak, thank you very much for the super chat. He says, I'm very much looking forward to the Hench Turtles. A lot of hits in the chat as well. Jay with the hits, Caleb with the hits, Tanner, obviously Tanner with a hit, but Mark Tatsak with a hit as well. But yeah, look, so for me, who missed out on those original Mirage Turtles, with the Mirage line, I was sort of just looking at a distance, admiring from a distance, thinking, well, I ain't got the Turtles, so maybe that's a line I can skip. But now I know that these are coming, and I can build like the Mirage characters around these guys. I'm like, okay, how can you not get these Hench Turtles on a display? This is where it all started, people. Like that original sort of, the original look was that scrawnier look, but then as they started to evolve, this is the sort of Mirage Turtles for a long time. And like they've got different expressions as well on the faces. You can tell each of their personalities based on the expressions of these figures. Each expression is different and perfectly personifies their personality. Because like Mikey has a little smile, Raph has got an angry look, Leo's kind of Donnie's being like stoic, and Leo's got like a I'm ready, cool, calm, and collected look. Again, I love that about the Turtles. Like their weapons and their personality. You don't need the coloured bandanas. That was a cartoon gimmick. You didn't need it in the comic. So beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so that was Mirage, and obviously the Triceratops was Mirage. So let's keep going through. So again, I don't know what the order these are in. So let's go back to the last Ronin. Now we already know we're getting an armored Ronin and then a non-armored Ronin, essentially. And we thought that was it. We just thought that was a one and done. Like here's a couple of different versions of the Ronin. Happy days, you've got your Ronin. But no. NECA's like, you want more Ronin? Well, here you go. You can have some more. And they revealed these 3 figures, which confirm the Ronin series is going to have its whole line of action figures. Now, again, without getting into too spoilerific things regarding the Ronin, I will just refer to these as flashback turtles, right? Because they tell some flashback stories. That doesn't give anything away. Mm-hmm. So these are flashback versions of Raphael and Leonardo with a cyborg sort of foot soldier, if you will, from the future. So let's zoom in and see what we've got here. So there's Raph. What do you think of Raph?
Raph, I mean, all 3 of these figures, they're looking good. I love the last Ronin comic book series, and I'm so glad that it's being picked up for a second set of... a second mini-series that's been announced also at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm looking forward to reading that. But these figures are looking good. It's like they've been picked off of the page of The Last Ronin. Both Leo and Raph in their camo gear, getting ready for war, or to do whatever they're doing. And the robot futuristic cyborg foot soldier, perfect army builder. How many of these I'm going to pick up, I'm not sure. We'll see when the pre-order comes out. And here, as you can see, the second set of comic book series that's been announced, The Lost Years, which focuses on everything from after the flashbacks end, I'm trying to avoid being spoilerific. After the flashbacks end to issue 1 of The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
From what I've read, yeah.
So again, The Last Ronin isn't like it's continuing within the comics, and now we're getting more figures as well. So that's great. So yeah, so here we got flashback Raphael, and again, not to give spoilerific, but it's sort of based a little bit in the future where the Foot Clan's got a little bit worse. So like the turtles are a little bit more armored up and geared up, and they have to all split up and go on their own little missions, etc. So yeah, so they're all a bit more geared up, if you will, more armored up than you're used to seeing the turtles. If you so there's Raph, and then there is Leonardo.
Leo, yeah.
Again,
looking good.
Yeah, look really good,
Looking really good. It kind of reminds me of. Do you remember at the start of the year the 5K Samurai Turtles that they were doing? Yeah, that reminded me of like the flashback turtles of this, but this is even better because
it's accurate. It is the flashback turtles.
Looks perfectly what it's supposed to be, the flashback turtles. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Donnie, Splinter, and Mikey as well, so to say, as part of the flashback.
Of course, yeah. And then, of course, this is an army builder, first and foremost. Like, how many of these are people going to buy? This is like your last Ronin foot soldier. So, and it comes with an alternative helmet as well. So, yeah, this is going to be very fun to start building that Ronin shelf. At first, I just thought I'll buy an armored Ronin, and that'll be it. That's all I need. I'll just have the last Ronin on the shelf. But now I'm like, well, I need to start clearing some space because I can have a whole Ronin section, a whole Ronin cube, if you will. So, yeah, really, really good to see that.
You picked up the armored version, Dan? Yes. Are you also going to pick up the topless version as well?
Yeah, I think so, just to get his little mouser pets as well. So, again, this line's so small at the minute, I feel like I can go all in because it's only a few figures, but we know this isn't it. They're not just going to do Leo and Raph, are they? We're going to get Donnie and Mikey and Splinter and whoever else. So.
Yeah. I think if we don't get at least one Oroku Hiroto, which is like the main bad guy of the series, then I can see them doing 2 versions of him. I'm not going to go into both, just read the comic book and you'll see what I mean. But if they do both of these versions, I'll be all in on both of those, yes.
Yeah, looked great. They look great. Okay, so that was Last Ronin stuff. So we've seen the new Mirage stuff with the Hench Turtles. Now another turtle reveal is that we've finally seen Invisible Donnie. So we knew he was going to be invisible, the Invisible Man Donatello, because they revealed the box art during their sort of Monster Fest. But now we actually see what the figure looks like. And here he is. So he's got the long trench coat. He's got the wraps. He's got the translucent interchangeable leg pieces as well. A couple more interchangeable translucent pieces as well, it seems.
Yeah, he's got a couple of hands as well. Translucent hands as well.
There you go. And translucent hands and feet. He's got a mask with nothing inside of it, of course, because he's invisible. Some more gloves, a book, a drink, a little like a what would you call it?
Telescope kind of thing. Not telescope, but yeah.
You know what I mean? And there you go. Here he is in his and he's got the purple sort of outfit to sort of just let you know it's purple, it's Donatello, the best turtle. But yeah, what are we thinking of this now? You've seen it. Now we've seen what all 4 turtles look like as their Universal Monster counterparts. You liking them?
Yeah, man. This line has been one of my favorite lines of the year so far. Everything they've done so far with Hunchback, Leo, and Frank and Raph, and even Mummy Mikey.
Oh, Mummy's Mikey, I think maybe my favorite out of the other three so far.
Yeah, they are all looking amazing. This is just carrying on the case of looking amazing. April, Bride of Frankenstein April is okay. And then Van Helsing Splinter. The videos I've seen in person look a lot better than the promo pictures have made it look, so to say. So I'm more excited for that than I was before actually seeing them beforehand. Now, one thing Randy did say in the Pixel Dan interview was after a few days, maybe something else would have been added there. I haven't
seen... It's going up today.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen anything being added yet.
Everyone refresh Instagram real quick while we're live to see if there's some new news. But yes, There is meant to be another Universal monster reveal today. Now I'm assuming it's going to be that Shredder, that's a vampire that you were talking about. So we shall see. Mark tapped out with another super chat. Thank you very much. He says, Tana, see me afterwards for the army building chat. Here's the man you want to speak to. He knows how to do it. Basically, his secret is, I don't mean to give away his secret, Tana, but it's conga lines. He builds conga lines.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, Mark. Slide into my DMs after the show, and we'll have a little chat. I've already got, with other army builders, I've already got certain numbers in my head as to how many they are, how many I consider an army, and that's generally like 3 or 4 at a push. I don't think it'll go much more than that, but yeah, again, now we can see Van Helsing's Splinter.
Yeah,
looking so much better than the promo pictures.
And everyone's telling us that it was a microscope, but two of us were too dumb. We couldn't figure it out. But yes, microscope. Of course it was. When you're live on these type of things, your mind goes blank. So yes, microscope he comes with. But there you go. There's all the figures that we've seen revealed so far, and we now know in the concept of the story they're building that these are all good guys. That Splinter have rescued them, but they're monsters, and he's going to train them to fight who we shall see. But these can all still be good guys on the shelf, even though they're all creepy looking monster variants.
Monsters, yes.
But
we'll just say, like the mutants of the X-Men, they are misunderstood.
Yes, of course they are. Well, that's what they say about Frankenstein, so that makes sense here. There's all good. So there's more pictures. Another day went on, and then they added another Mirage figure to the shelf that wasn't there originally, and it was Splinter to go along, like a tiny little Splinter to go along with the Hench Turtles. So perfect, right?
100%. This is how mind's eye version of Splinter from the comic books. It's looking good with the teapot accessory. Goes well with this show. As well as if you see at the bottom of the picture, you got like an unmutated Splinter doing his karate, and a little baby turtle as well.
Look at them. Let's see if I can get a zoom in on these. Look at that. Little baby Splinter from the comics. Original Splinter doing karate. Really, really good. This is as he's growing from the mutagen. And another crankhead. And a cracked mutagen as well for the shelf, which I like. I like those little bits like that. Splinter now to go along with your Hench Turtles. He even comes with a Mouser as well. It seems like that Mouser is packed in with him.
Yeah, I mean, Splinter's a small figure, so I can imagine him being packed with so many, a lot of accessories. And the Mouser included all of this. I can see more coming with Splinter than this, because he is a smaller figure. And generally, if you look at the Splinter and the Baxter Stockman 2-pack from the cartoon series, that came with so much more accessories than anything else. Just because they're smaller figures, you just pack the box full of everything.
Yeah, not mad about it
which
at
is
all.
Good.
Sorry, I was just sending myself a picture because they have actually put up a Mirage sort of checklist. So now we can start checking these figures out. So I've just sent it myself. So hopefully over a refresh I'll be able to find it. Okay, there we go. So let me throw it back on screen. So now we have a checklist of the last Ronin, so the Archie comics, and the Mirage comics. So Mirage comics, Archie comics, and Last Ronin comics. This is your comic checklist, if you will. So we can have a little zoom in on this now, and we can see all the figures that we know about. So then we've got the original Turtles up top, then we've got the variant black and white versions, and then you've got all the figures that are currently up for pre-order with the Utron, the Fugitoid, the Rennet, and the Casey Jones. There's Mousers that are packed. I think you can buy a separate Mousers pack, but they may do that again in the future. I don't know. Few versions.
I mean, the previous Mouser pack was an SDCC exclusive.
Yeah.
I managed to get a set, but I think they're not as expensive as the original Turtles or even the Foot Clan are going for. So you may be able to pick up some on their own just to scatter around. And as you can also see, April comes with one.
Doesn't April come in two colours as well? Like, isn't there a different colour April as well as blue?
I think I think there was a prototype. I don't think it was officially revealed.
Okay. I swear I've seen the April,
like a yellow one, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, I know I've seen April though. She's still about, and then we've got the Claw Shredder, which is a loot crate, of course. We've got the Shredder clones, which will come together, which is pretty good if you buy them. Yeah. And then, as I said, Splinter comes with basically Krang, a Mouser, and Splinter all in one pack, and that's confirmed on this sheet. And then you got Krog. I think that Triceraton's called Z-E-D-O-G. Krog. Zog. Okay, Zog.
And just to also correct you a little bit, Krang wasn't in the original Mirage comics.
Okay,
so,
I think it's Krang.
Yeah, it's a Krang-esque figure, but it's so like a little Ultron alien.
Yeah, and I'll call him Krang, but I know what you're saying. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. And then we got the Hench Turtles as well. Then the last Ronin, we got the two Ronins, the armoured, unarmoured. We got the flashback Raphael and Leonardo, and then we've got the sort of foot soldier ninja as well, the cyborg. And then there's all the Archie stuff that's already been revealed. So this checklist is now out online, for you can start ticking off those figures you need. And as I said, that Mirage line looks massive. I didn't realise it was so big already. Like not as big as the cartoon line, but it's growing. It's growing.
I think it will need to do a lot to catch up to the cartoon line.
Yeah, of course.
But I think this. Sorry to interrupt.
No, all good.
So I think the Mirage line now is kind of maybe equal, if not the same as the video game line, which is kind of like got more focus on, where the video game line has had.
Well, NECA have confirmed that this year and moving forward for the while that they're going to do basically Mirage is going to replace the video game releases. So we're going to see a lot more Mirage stuff, and they're going to sort of phase back the video game stuff for the time being. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds, but it does seem like they're diving deeper into Mirage now, further than they ever have in the past anyway. So exciting time to be a Turtle fan. Now, in regards to NECA, as I said, we spent an hour and a half talking about all that. There was a lot of reveals, but there were a few other little Turtle things that I don't want to skim over. So I want to show some more pictures, and the first ones I have are from loyal subjects. So let me get these images up. So loyal subjects, we already know that they've done a set of the 4 Turtles. They've done Bebop and Rocksteady. They've done a Foot Soldier. They've done Shredder. They've done Casey Jones, right? They haven't done April or Splinter yet, though, right?
No, I don't think they've done April or Splinter. They've done unmutated versions of Bebop and Rocksteady as well.
But they come with alternative heads. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So,
I thought they did 2 versions.
They might have. They do a lot of variants, and this example that I'm about to show is another example of them loving variants. But these are the first ones that have caught my attention, because I haven't brought any of the loyal subject stuff, because obviously I've got all the NECA Turtles. I didn't feel like I needed another set of Turtles. But now they're doing the Punk Turtles that we haven't had in NECA form yet. And what's interesting here, as I skim through the pictures quick before I go to Tanner, there's variants of them, okay? So there's basically 4 different versions of each turtle you can get with these jackets, all right? So you can get varsity jackets, the normal sort of winter jackets, and then like brown jackets or something like that, and then a prototype version where it's all one colour, like one prototype, which apparently really rare. So yeah, prototype, different jackets. There's a better look at the pictures. So as I said, you got a 4 in 1 chance of the full colour jacket. And then you've got a varsity jacket with the initial on. Again, another 4 in 1 chance. And then the sort of standard one is just the white winter jackets. And they all come with unique accessories as well. They all come with funky glasses. So I actually find these really intriguing, Tanner. Like, I'm not going to lie. What do you think of these?
I mean, they definitely look interesting. If I was to pick a color, so to say, it'll probably be the puffer jacket style, because that is kind of what they wore in the comics. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about them doing so many variants in such a short space of time.
They're just quick repaints, ain't they? They're just quick variant repaints.
It's just I don't, if they pushed it over like one a year or something like that, then yeah, I think that'd be more cool. But the fact that they're giving 4 different ones at the space of one, I don't think I like that kind of thing. But the concept definitely looks interesting.
I'm curious to just get a random set of like them in the varsity jackets, because it's not cartoon accurate, and they can just be a random set of turtles on my miscellaneous shelf. I quite like it. This is the first thing from Loyal Subjects that I've seen that I'm actually like, if I see it or I have an opportunity to buy it, I think I will pick it up. If I can get... I need all 4 turtles, though, to be matching. Like, I can't have a variant of Donnie and a different... Do you know, they've all got to be the same. They've all got to be matching, whether it's the Varsity jackets or the Splinter jackets. I think Mad Hatter put up a better look at these as well, if I ever...
whilst you pull that up, I'm wondering, because I'm fairly certain Smiths are stocking the original 4.
I've not seen that. Not seen that.
Yeah, I think the last time I went in a few weeks ago, they may have had the original 4. So they may be stocking this line.
So here's a video from Mad Hatter Reviews where he goes in and checks them out. And I think he shows a better look at them all. And there you go. So there's a better look at them all, like, just on the table. And they do look pretty cool, like holding the boombox, all their glasses on. Like, I don't think Mad Hatter actually picked them up, but even he was intrigued. So yeah, I'm tempted. Just to be on a miscellaneous shelf, not really in a turtle display on its own, but I can just throw them on my shelf that I'm looking at now above me, which has got Sonic and random stuff on. But yeah, I think they look pretty interesting.
I think had I have not gone down the Mega Bloks Collector Series hole that I've just gone down, this may have been more appealing to me. But I think I've gone down one hole a little bit too many at the moment.
And in regards to price point as well, these are like lower than £20, so they're like the cheapest sort of single packed turtles you can buy so far. And I know a lot of people, especially in our sort of Legends and Liquor community, they've been picking them up as their turtle representation on their shelf, because they're easy to get, they're inexpensive, and like they just look like the turtles undoubtedly. So yeah, they're dressed like the cartoon Anonymous dude. Yes, spot on. They're the sort of punk disguised turtles that appear in many episodes. But what's good here about the Loyal Subjects is that there's variants of the jackets, and you can just get different looks of the turtles. So yeah, good luck on the hunt. I don't know when these come out. I have no other details, but they were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con by Loyal Subjects, so it doesn't seem like they're slowing down on the line, and it's a fun, interesting way to get more turtles out as well. So yeah, bravo to them, fair play. Now, in regards to other toy lines, like Tanner alluded to right at the start, Super 7 haven't really revealed anything new. They've just showed off what they already have. They showed off the glow-in-the-dark turtles, and they have, I think Pixel Dan now has done an interview with Brian where he's showing off the first sort of in-hand look of the next wave of turtles. I haven't watched this video yet, so I'm not sure how well he shows them off.
From what I've seen, there was a Instagram story of these, like a little reel on his Instagram page, not on the. I don't think it was part of the YouTube video. I think it was like a little reel that was on there.
I'll see if I can get it up. My Instagram's not great on my stream, but I can have a try. Okay, Q sent it me earlier, right?
I think I sent it to you. Yeah. I don't think it was today. Maybe yesterday.
Oh, okay. I found it. Okay, I can show it off. Press that and press this. Okay, cool. So this is just a random reel from Pixel Dan showing off the new Turtle Wave in hands. And again, they look great, right? You got all these on pre-order?
Yeah. I've got these on pre-order. Yeah. I'm so far all in on the Super 7 line. But these glow-in-the-dark turtles, the fact that they boosted up the price, you can only get them through Super 7. And I briefly took a look at it, and it's a haul-a-thon postage incident in which they're charging at least $75 to get all 4 shipped to you, which is madness. That's me out of that, so to say.
Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. I'm the same. Like stuff like that, I would like if it was accessible for us in the UK at a reasonable price. Like I don't mind paying shipping. I understand it's coming from the other side of the planet, but still, I have my limitations. And as I said, haul-a-thon are definitely that limitation for me. Let me. They said about halfway through this video, so maybe just having a little look. Showing off lots of stuff, Disney stuff. But yeah, I can't find it. But anyway, go and check out Pixel Dan's channel. He's got all the coverage. Fair play to Pixel Dan. He's got loads of stuff up. Okay, so in regards to... So we're going to bring on some guests to talk about their favourite. So while me and Tanner wrap up this sort of section, if you do want to come on the stream right now, we can have 2 people at a time, all right? That is my limit, unfortunately. So I'll do 2 in, 2 out. So we can get maybe 4 or 6 people in for the last part of the stream. So send me a fresh DM, all right? Friendly. I know there's some people in the chat that want to come on. As long as you're a channel member on the channel, then of course you are always welcome on my streams. So yeah, if you want to get on, send me a fresh DM right now and I will send you a link. So that's the advantage of watching these streams live, all right? You get to be on the show for the last part to talk about, because you've heard me and Tanner talk about Turtles for the last hour and a half. So for the last part of the stream, let's get you guys on and you guys can tell me your favourites, all right? So I've got all the images up ready to go. So yeah, Tanner, am I missing anything else while those are doing that in regards to turtle related toy news from San Diego Comic-Con?
I'm fairly certain we got all the toy news. I dropped in little bits of comic book news in with the second series of The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure if you saw, going back, this is kind of toy news associate, the Power Rangers Turtles crossover is getting the second series as well.
That is turtle news, yes. So and we have got turtle toys of those Power Rangers, so maybe that gives us an opportunity for more turtle Power Ranger crossover in the future. We shall see. Okay, let me go to my DMs and see what's going on. I know Damien and Cloud wanted to come on. I know Joe messaged me as well. So let me just have a quick look. Who's
and also, whilst you do that, I'm going to mention that the first Turtle movie out of the 3 that's coming out, I believe it will be on Netflix end of this week. The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
That's soon.
That August the 6th, I think. Was it August the 6th? August the 6th. So not the end of next week. End of next week. I really enjoyed the Rise of the Teenage Mutants, Rise of the TMNT series. So I'm looking forward to the movie that will come out.
Okay, cool. So I've just sent the link to Damien and Cloud, who are both watching live. So if you can both come in, I think Cloud's in the waiting room already. So I'll wait for Damien to jump in, and then we should be good to go. And basically, all we're doing is just having a little chat, see what their favourite reveals are. Because there's so much stuff. It'll be a good way to wrap up the show to see what you guys out there think. So thank you to everyone who is watching us live today on this Sunday. As I said, Tanner, we were going to do this on Tuesday, as we like to do Turtle toy news on a Tuesday, a lot of teas, but Tanner's going on holiday, so we thought, why not fill the gap on the last day of San Diego Comic-Con. So if there is a little bit more turtle news from San Diego Comic-Con that comes out on a Sunday on the last day, we apologize if we missed it. There may be a little tidbit of Universal Monster crossover news. Randy did say something would be shown today, but obviously we haven't seen that yet. All right, so let us know in the comments what it was. What did we miss? But I think we did a pretty good job at capturing all the Easter eggs on this display. So yeah, just again, so much
Although
fun.
There was one Easter egg we didn't quite mention with the Mirage series with Rennet. They've got a helmet in blue on the top of somewhere cupboard.
So there could be a variant version.
So there will be a blue variant going forward. Looks like.
Which is her colour from the comics, right? Which was probably people's criticism.
Yeah. So it's her colour from the original cover of that issue, the black and white issue. The red was the second printing, I believe.
Okay, cool. Right, both these guys are in the rating room, so I'm going to bring them in. I've never brought in live guests on Turtles and Tea before, so I'll be using my new streams for the first time. But I think we're good. All right, let's go through this. Cloud, my friend, you there?
I am here, and I'm fantastic. My Usagi Yojimbo figure should be here this week.
You got a shipping notice?
I did. I got it. Let me see. I think it was a few days ago. Let's see.
That is the only reason you've come on this stream. Is just to rub that in mine and Tanner's face, isn't it? I knew. I was like, why does Tanner want to come on Turtles and Tea? That is why, to just rub that Usagi Yojimbo news in our face. I'm happy for
I figured everybody would get it. I usually get these things last.
I think us in the UK, they just wait or just give up on it. We're still waiting for our Turtles in disguise. But anyway, we'll come back round to it. Damien, my friend, you there in the dark? You all right?
Yeah, can you hear me, good folks?
We can hear you. You're not how captive, are you? You have got lights.
Remember, I'm on top of the world here in Shetland.
Okay. There's been a bit of light out or something. We can hear you though, so that's the main thing. I like your turtle hat too.
He's down the well with Rafa.
With Rafa, with Abnugly, yeah. We're sending our love down the well. Okay, gentlemen, because this is your first time on Turtles and Tea, all right? I believe, obviously, you're members of this community, but for the very first time on Turtles and Tea, I need to ask you a very important... There you go, Damien. Now we can see you a little bit better. We can see your face now. I need to ask you this very important question, all right? And there's no wrong answers here, but there may be a better answer, if that makes sense, all right? So, Cloud, first and foremost, who's your favourite turtle?
My favorite, or who's the best?
Your favourite. I want to know your favourite.
My favorite is Raph.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
However,
there you go. There you go.
This is a Donnie house too.
Good.
He's arguably the best out of like personality and ability, but my favorite is still Raph.
See, that's why me and Tanner both love you, because
how
could we not?
My shirt is red and purple.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Come on.
He's perfect. It's all in
there
line.
You go. I mean, I've also got purple underwear on, but we'll save that for after.
Okay, that's for the after dark Turtles and Tea.
That's the inner circle.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're teasing it for next
time. Get us demonetized.
Okay, and Damien, same question to you. Who's your favourite turtle?
Always Michelangelo.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Cool. You're not the only one. There's always a lot of turtle love for Michelangelo.
Before we go any further, there's something I'm really wanting to get off my chest.
Get it off.
It's kind of a bit like Tanner's Turkish Spider-Man wish.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm an 80s child, and the one thing I miss more than the Turtles cartoon itself is actually the title, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Oh yeah, it's in the
and
UK.
I just wondered. I know it's a long shot, but I just wondered if NECA or anybody in this community gets a chance to say to them, any chance we could get some products with that name branding,
just a variant
Teenage
logo.
Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it could happen, but I thought I'd ask you to see what happens.
That would be a pretty cool variant.
Who would be not?
Pretty cool variant. Just the box. You wouldn't need to change anything. Just the box logo. Simple as that. Nice little UK. Again, I don't know why it's in the UK. Couldn't use the word ninja. I don't know what was going on, but that's what happened. All right, gentlemen. So obviously you've been with us as we've went through all of the recap. What a weekend for toy news in general, but especially Turtles. So Cloud, first, favorite reveals. Got a couple of picks.
I have a few. I like the diorama sets. Those are fantastic. I would never have a spot for them. I would have to probably expand into my music studio with shelves. I think it's cool because nobody's really doing those.
Yeah.
So that was cool to see. My favorite is probably the Mirage Turtles.
The Hench Turtles.
The Hench Turtles.
Yeah,
I have a shelf. I'll post pictures on my story, but I have a shelf and it's got like the cartoon turtles, the movie turtles, and then the Super 7 turtles. So I have representation of all. I might need these and to try to kind of like squish them in there because I really want that comic book representation. I think they look fantastic. I love how they all have the red bandanas. I'm also leaning towards the last Ronin turtles. I'd like to see the other two, but I feel like this is something that could kind of still represent that comic era for me.
Yeah, for sure.
So I may have to pick these up.
If you want a representation of a particular time in the turtle lore, you need the 4 turtles. That's all. You don't need to go further than that. So you could just get these as your representation of Mirage turtles, and that's it. And then if you wanted to add a Splinter to that or something, you could. But because I just love that Splinter's like little Splinter, and he's going to look so tiny next to those turtles. I don't know if there's an image here with him next to the turtles. No, there's not. But he looks so small and meek next to them. But
he's like half their size.
Exactly. So cool. So yeah, these are undoubtedly going to make for a great display for sure. So yeah, and then also you mentioned the last Ronin. So have you read the book? Are you a fan of the book, or are you just a fan of the looks?
No, I have read it. I read it fairly recently. I brought it to a friend's house to make him read it. I got the hardcover collected. Yep. It's usually what I do. I'm always behind in the comics. I wait. But I thought it was great. It was very dark. It was very depressing, but it was just an excellent story. I loved how they handled it. No spoilers, but I love who the last Ronin was. I thought that was a really cool choice. But now these, I may pass on these, but they're still really nice to see. I mean, Raphael looks so cool. And then Leo with the scarf. God damn it, I'm gonna end up getting.
I know, yeah. Anything from the cartoon line that stand out for you?
I don't really go into the cartoon line. However, I love seeing everything that they're doing with it because it really. So I dug this up.
Oh wow! Yes, VHS.
It's the whole series. No, it's actually just a lot.
Is that available in UK?
Oh, it's DVDs.
Yeah, a lot of DVDs. Jay told me he imported it from Amazon US. Yeah. It wasn't too expensive, but it's the entire series, the original cartoon.
Oh wow!
So seeing with these characters, like if you told me some of their names, I'd be like, I have no idea who that is. But then seeing the picture, I'm like, oh my god, wow, that was that episode that this happened, and I remember this character, and like the Ace Duck figure my brother had, the original Playmates one, and he loved that, and like the Mutagen Man and Bugman and Anthrax and all those guys. It's just so cool to see them pretty much brought to life, in physical form as they were in the cartoon, because nobody has done that. Nobody has done that. So I love seeing these, even if I don't collect them. Give me more. I want to see everybody.
These were the toys I wanted as a kid, and now as a grown man, I'm buying them. It's absolutely crazy.
What I will add because I've got that DVD box set as well, what I will add for anyone in the UK looking to buy them, they've only got them as Region 1 DVDs.
So you need a fancy
our DVD
Blu-ray.
players cannot play them.
Yeah, you need a fancy
unless you have a
player.
fancy one.
I don't know for sure about the newest Xbox, but I know the PlayStation 5, you can change the region. I had to do that. I got a DVD copy of Black Books, and it would not play on anything, so I actually set the region on my PlayStation to play all sorts of UK stuff. So if I want to watch a DVD, I'll play it on like my Xbox or something, and everything else I'll watch on my PlayStation.
Nice little hack there. Good to know.
I didn't actually know that, and I've got a PS5 myself.
There you
so
go.
They only let you change it. They only let you change it a certain amount of times because you can switch it and switch it back. So with having multiple ways to play these things, I made my PlayStation for anything import, and then my Xbox is for everything else.
Makes sense.
You can get all the YouTube on the YouTube channel, all the cartoons as well now. So
they're on Daily Motion as well. Like if you go to Daily Motion.
Oh yeah, Daily Motion. Yeah,
that's
free. Yeah.
That's how I watched it.
They're also on WatchCartoonsForeverOnline.net, which is how I did my recent rewatch. So WCOForever.net. Yeah.
I'm a little neurotic when it comes to, and this is, Dan, the stream you and I were talking about. This gets into the attachment to nostalgia, and having a physical copy of something, even if I never like all of the Marvel films, they're all available to stream, but I've got them all, and it's being able to hold it and that security of saying this is mine, and I needed this.
Right there with you, Cloud. Right there with you. I do think it's a certain generation that has that mindset for sure. All right, Damien, over to you, my friend. So, out of all of the Turtle reveals, tell us some of your favourites.
Well, obviously, the diorama is obviously number one because that's just mega, absolute mega. But most importantly, what do you think the cost is going to be? No, I'm kidding. We have to speak about that before we go. The cost.
Yeah, no, I do think the cost. How much was the diorama? About £200, Hannah, was it? I think.
No, I think it was
$150.
I'm fairly certain it was like $150.
So I reckon about that. Yeah, I reckon whatever we paid for the dio is probably what we're going to be paying for these. Maybe a little bit more though, because obviously
you think you'll be able to pay installments? Like I paid like Thundercats, like 3 monthly installments for the Mandora one, and it's easy to do.
I reckon these are going to be available on the NECA store, and NECA store now give you different checkout options. You can pay in 4 or 3 installments, I think. And also, if you pay via PayPal, you can use PayPal credit and gives you 4 months interest free to pay things off, or PayPal free and pay in free. I think the US it's a pay in 4 or something similar. But there's definitely ways you'll be able to do that. But I assume these may be a little bit more pricier than the Dio. Because, as I said, one, inflation, everything's going up, and also these come with a lot more accessories, like as I said, even in this picture here, you can see the TV, the couches, and whatever else. So, what's your limit, Damien, in regards to price? Which is because you wanted this? What's too much?
For something like that, that's not going to come every day. I would say no more than say 180, 190. But I mean, to be fair, because it's a lot of plastic, a lot of time-consuming things to make. So no, I think it's like something that's going to last a long time. Yeah. So I think go for it.
And which is your favourite Dio? The living room set?
Well, it's not really there, but I'm going to root for the bad guys, the Technodrome.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, we're going to be waiting a
Or
while
even,
for that.
or even the Rat King's lair. I would love that. Just a couple of accessories thrown in. I would love that.
Well, you could. But the fun thing about these sets is because they've got so many accessories. Like even Donnie's lab is so big. When you strip it down, and take all the accessories out, you can build your own whatever you need it to be. It's a sewer, so you can build your own.
You're going to need a brand new room for that. I mean, where are you going to put it? Where am I going to put mine? My shed is complete.
Yeah, you can
Where's it
turn a
gonna go?
whole wall in your house into a whole diorama display, and that's what's so fun about it. It's so good, so good. What particular figures stand out to you?
Well, I was going to say Rex one, then the Bebop pack, and also Bugman.
Yeah, Bugman.
Because again, going to cartoon, you thought, well, you couldn't really translate well onto an old, the old cartoon toy line. It's a bit goofy, but looking at that, it's okay.
Do you reckon
30 years on? Wow.
Do you reckon we get the bad guy as well, Electro Zapper?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because if you remember, they also put all those wanted posters in, like Electro Zapper and.
Was he on one of those?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 bad guys on that, and they've actually come out. There was a Mad Dog McMutt, one of the gangster gang bosses. He comes in later episodes, so perhaps they're there for a reason.
Nice.
The wanted posters.
The super producer in the chat is telling us that Marvel Legends have been revealed. Might have to close this stream and start up another one, but no, we'll keep it Turtles related for now. We'll keep it Turtles related for now.
Yeah. Dana, can I just say about the horror line? I think the one character that might be on the go, and I've thought about this for a while. Is if you think about it, Casey Jones is the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, with the mask.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be a good one. That would be quite cool.
Half thing. And Shredder, I think, is going to be the vampire, Dracula, but I think Casey Jones is the Phantom would be brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, they said this line was going to be eight figures anyway, and we're 6 figures in now. So another Splinter. 2 figures. Yeah.
Have you got these figures, Damien? Have you been buying these?
Not yet, but I'll work on it. Mm-hmm.
So in regards to Mirage and the Archie stuff, and are you picking up anything else, or are you just staying in the sort of cartoon?
The only one I'm really wanting is the Slash. The Slash. Slash is out yet. The big new Slash figure.
Oh, the Archie one.
This one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That's amazing.
That's a lot of people's mind's eye of Slash because of that comic, but for me, I think everything's cartoon for me, but it's undoubtedly a great looking figure.
Yeah.
Right, cool. I'm just having a look on my Instagram, seeing if anyone else wants to jump on. So have you got any wants, Cloud, that they haven't revealed yet that you want to see? You said the last Ronin, you'd love to see the other 2 Turtles.
I definitely want to see the 2.
Anything else? Have you got any ideas on who the bad guys will be in the Universal line?
I think Shredder as a vampire, especially if Splinter is Von Helsing, is an easy guess. I like the idea of Casey being the Phantom. I think it works for his character. It's easy to translate his mask.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even if it's just half of his mask too. I think that would look really cool.
Have you got any of these, Cloud? Sorry.
I'm really tempted to, but I'm trying to
be good.
Really, because I've been trying to limit it to just Marvel Legends, with a few exceptions. Like I made the exceptions with the Super 7 Turtles and the Thundercats. I just got 5 of those in. Trying to be good, and the other big wave that we collect is Final Fantasy, because that's something my wife really appreciates too. So it's both of us. It's not just me. But it's so hard to turn some of these things down sometimes.
Yeah. Again, golden age, people, golden age. So let's ask the chat then while you guys are here. What were some of your favourites in the chat? California Red Devil just jumped in. I know he's a big Donatello fan. But he said, have you covered the Mirage stuff yet? Yes, we have. But what was your favourites? What were your favourites? Favourite reviews?
Can I just ask one more? I kind of recall the old comics. I need to go read them. But was the Rat King an original bad guy in the comics? Or was he just a cartoon series?
He started off. He wasn't in the main line, but he started off in the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sub comic, and then he appeared in Was it volume 2, in which he came to Splinter as like a spirit and kind of made Splinter eat a rat as a cannibalism, basically?
I seem to think that the original image of the Rat King, he was more like a human zombie type of figure. Really, really ragged, really, really grotesque. That's my first image of Rat King, and I thought he might have been in the very first,
Yeah, I
comics.
think you're right on that one, Damien. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Maybe he would be a nice doable character.
They are definitely going a little bit deeper with the Mirage stuff than they ever have before. Like, just think that that image I showed earlier. Where is it? This one here. Like, look at all those figures for Mirage. So they're definitely going to go even further. Like, that's not all. They're going to do more. The Mirage line is sort of taken over the arcade lines. So yeah, again, maybe. More villains like the Rat King have potential to be in this line for sure. Just looking in the chat, Anonymous Dude says Super 7 with a love heart. He also says that the Dio set's the kitchen. The kitchen I never seen, pizza. Well, the kitchen's here now, my friend. The Punk Frogs are having some pizza. There you go. Why not?
Great. That's
Why
so
not?
great.
Yeah.
But nice one, gentlemen. Nice one. As I said, I wanted to end the stream with some guests to see what you guys think. But now there's some Marvel Legends news. I feel itching to go and find it.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate you jumping on. As I said, we so much news to talk about. And again, if you're on the replay crew, if we missed something, please let us know in the comments. But until then, let's ask our guests as debuts on Turtles and Tea, which I always appreciate. Cloud, where can the people find you online?
Instagram, Cloud_network, and Twitter at CloudFoxwell. And if you're so inclined, I'm probably really easy to find on Facebook.
There you go. And Damien, where about you?
Yeah, apart from the Shetland Islands, again, Damien Russell Instagram, and you'll find me there.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Tanner, the co-host of Turtles and Tea. I couldn't do it without you, my friend. First of all, enjoy your holiday.
Happy holidays, friend.
Yes,
happy
enjoy
holidays.
your holiday.
Thank you very much.
Have you decided who you're taking with you?
Well, if you guys follow my
MCU
Instagram,
MCU Mysterio. Go on.
if you follow my Instagram,
If
which
not,
is
if
just
not,
down there.
I'll dislike you by 100 times.
Oh. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see who I've more than likely gone with.
Nice teaser.
As he showed me a lot of moxie by deciding to climb into a suitcase.
Okay, yeah, that's the way to get on a trip. Can I do that same trick and come with you? Because I'd love to go.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
why not?
so.
But follow me on the Instagram, other side, even down there. And then you can find out who's coming with me, and you can follow the European adventures of this said character.
Yeah, enjoy, my friend. Enjoy, for sure. And as always, people, you'll find me here talking toy news of all sorts and all things. But follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who, and I always post there what's going on. But great episode of Turtles and Tea, gentlemen. So much turtle news to look forward to. Again, we're only halfway through the year. We're only in July. We've still got another half of the year to go. These pre-orders are starting to come in, as Cloud said. She's getting the Sogio Jimbo on the way, so I'll be very jealous when you get that in hand. But yes, good times ahead for sure. Start clearing some space, Damien, for those more figures and the more dioramas.
Thundercats, ho!
Yes, that's for another stream.
Are you enjoying your little
Yes,
bunch?
my friend. They're on the shelf. I've saved some space in the back for Captain Cracker, so I can.
Oh, you need help.
Yes.
Basically, to help you, Captain Cracker really is what we call the Boba Fett of Thundercats.
Oh, really?
That's what it really was like, yeah.
I've never heard him
as I say,
referred to.
usually the guest villains or characters always got the better episodes.
Oh, okay.
It's a trait that happens in all the cartoons through the 80s. The big bad guy, yeah, they might be cool, but the sideline characters usually get the better scripts.
Look, you're talking to a guy who's got a bum pirate as emoji, so I love pirates. So Captain Cracker, I'm a fan. But yes, my friend, as I said, pleasure.
And before you go, I was going to give you a little bit of homework to do since you like.
Oh no, I don't like homework though.
Have you never tried watching Dino Riders, the cartoon?
Yeah, I remember Dino Riders. Yeah, I remember it.
There's only 14 episodes. If you want to see something like Jurassic Park, but with lasers and
I think I had the toys.
Go watch them for free on YouTube. You'll enjoy them.
I think I had the toys, Dino Rider toys, for sure, 100%.
Seriously,
100%. I had Extreme Dinosaurs as well, which were like similar to Street Sharks.
1988 they came out, so yeah, go back and watch that someday and tell me if you like them or not.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, gentlemen, let's give over more wave. We're getting out of here, all right? Let's go and find out what that Marvel Legends news is. If you're in the replay crew, let me know in the chat. chat, in the comments, and
Serpent Society box set.
we'll see you next time. All right, bye bye.
Bye.